no matter how many times the number has been drawn before. It has an equal chance of being drawn again. There's no way to know. So, know the facts. If it stops being a game, call the helpline or visit our website. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we're live in Washington, D.C. with the latest as the U.S. Senate prepares to vote on a bill to keep the government funded and avoid a shutdown. Plus, in Michigan, Republican lawmakers are putting forth a plan that they say would improve roads across the state. We'll have the details. And with chronic wasting disease found in deer downstate, we'll hear from a local whitetail farmer about how they're keeping their animals healthy. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Checking these out from Marquette. Nice mild night. I don't think we'll get much below 50 degrees, as you can see, through the night on a strong southerly wind. We'll try and keep it dry for any evening plans you have, but for later tonight, some showers could sneak in here. And the rest of the area also on the mild side. Got some oranges here. You don't see that much for nighttime lows in March in Michigan, but that's what we're seeing here. Upper 40s and near 50 with some showers around after midnight. More on the rest of the weekend forecast. It's coming up later in the show. Kevin?
Tom, thank you. The Senate is gearing up to vote on a short-term spending resolution to fund the government through September. The House passed the stopgap measure on Tuesday, and it's now up to the Senate to determine whether we will see a partial government shutdown. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon has been following the latest today and joins us live from Capitol Hill. Brendan, good evening to you.
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening to you. Just a few moments ago, the Senate voted to advance this continuing resolution, surpassing a really key hurdle here that signals the likelihood of this continuing resolution being passed. This CR really leaving Democrats between a rock and a hard place here in Washington. In their words, essentially forced to choose between the lesser of two evils. On one hand, they could vote for the CR and give President Trump more discretion over spending. Their second option, of course, is to allow the government to shut down, vote no, but of course that comes with consequences in and of itself, Kevin. Republicans have 53 Senate seats and need 60 votes to defeat that procedural hurdle known as the Senate filibuster. We're going to keep an eye on that and see very soon. They're debating a few things right now, but they should be bringing it up for a final vote here shortly. More Democrats opened up to supporting the CR, the continuing resolution, after Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer signaled Thursday he would support the measure, even though it was, quote, very bad, in his words. A partial shutdown would furlough over 2 million government workers, and it would give the executive branch more authority, something Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer urged against when announcing his decision to support the bill yesterday. Schumer said supporting the measure, though not the best option, is better than a shutdown. However, many Democrats are not on board with Schumer's decision because they want to see more guardrails on Elon Musk's powers to downsize the federal government without congressional approval. There's also Democratic opposition to military spending increases and cuts to non-defense domestic programs. New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand said Thursday she, like many other Democrats, wanted to see a 30-day continuing resolution to give appropriators more time to negotiate.
We want a 30-day continuing resolution to allow for the appropriations process to actually work so that Democrats and Republicans can come together to come up with a spending bill that we can all support.
I will vote to keep the government open. But as bad as the CR is, I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option. A shutdown would allow DOJ to shift into overdrive.
And Kevin, during that key procedural vote to advance this bill, Senator Gary Peters did vote to advance it. Senator Alyssa Slotkin did not, so we're going to keep a close eye on what those tallies are from Michigan's two Democratic senators when they bring this up for a final vote. All but one House Democrats voted against this bill earlier this week, so House Democratic leadership throughout the week has urged Senate Democratic leadership to oppose this bill. We know that 66 House Democrats sent a letter earlier today to Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer expressing their strong opposition to any Senate Democrats supporting this continuing resolution. A lot more we'll be keeping our eye on here, Kevin, throughout the rest of the evening on Capitol Hill. But for now, reporting live for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Kevin, back to you.
Brendan, thank you as always. Lawmakers are working on building a long-term plan to keep money flowing for the upkeep of Michigan roads. At State Capitol, House Republicans are currently building out a $3.1 billion plan that redirects existing funding to the Michigan Transportation Fund. As it is, Republicans want to redirect $2.2 billion from the corporate income tax and replace the sales tax on fuel with an increase in the gas tax. It's $1.1 billion less than the governor's proposal, but Republicans say their top priority is to avoid taking more money from Michiganders as a part of the funding plan.
Revenues are up, state spending has really exploded, and so we feel as House Republicans that it's really, really important to fund this plan without asking for more taxpayer dollars.
We'll have more about the funding proposal tonight at 11:10 Central. Last week, a case of chronic wasting disease was discovered on a deer farm downstate in Osceola County. CWD is a progressive and fatal neurological disease that affects different species, including white-tailed deer, elk, and moose. When a single case of CWD is discovered on a deer farm, with speculation that it's been spread, the entire herd must be wiped out, shutting down a business overnight. For around 60 years, the disease has been affecting deer farms across the country with little to no solution. In 2021, wide and high whitetails of Dickinson County worked to develop a way to deter the fatal disease in their animals by breeding deer with specific genetics.
When you're a deer farmer, it's an important disease because you get it, you're done. And so we want to do what we can to breed it out of the deer herd.
Our Andrew Hands will have more information on this UP deer farm and their findings later tonight. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break, plus it's Spread Goodness Day. We're live at the Marquette Regional History Center for its first ever gala. And later, the Upper Goddess returns. Lori's already hard at work getting things ready for her garden. We'll be right back after this.
Okay, let's roll. A former SEAL just hanged himself at a wellness retreat.
Spend our lives lying in the dirt. No one teaches you how to come home.
Brotherhood is everything to him. That's what this investigation is all about.
Wait, he was murdered?
Let's find out.
You get a shot. You take it.
Watch out! See, this is why I don't do wellness retreats.
NCIS Sydney is all new. CBS tonight, 8/7 Central, and streaming on Paramount+.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to buy get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
If you are suffering from mesothelioma, lung cancer, or pulmonary fibrosis, you may be entitled to compensation, even if you smoked. Call Detroit-based Goldberg, Persky & White, working lawyers for working people for more than 35 years.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
At Shunk's Clearance Center, you get name brand furniture at discount prices, and you get 12 months to pay with no interest on everything. This recliner is just $299. You get 12 months to pay. That's only $25 a month. Get a nice double reclining sofa like this for just $59 a month, 0% interest. Get 12 months to pay on dining room, and get 12 months to pay on quality bedroom furniture. Even close-out mattresses. A nice full-size mattress is only $13 a month, 0% interest. Shop Shunks today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Checking out the headlines here for Marquette and the Upper Peninsula. Nice mild for tonight. In fact, temperatures may be hard-pressed for many of you to get below 50 degrees. Not bad for mid-March. Some showers will be around for Saturday, though not looking quite like the washout that we anticipated earlier. And even Sunday could be more sunshine, still colder, but not a whole lot of snow is expected. So as you check out the jet stream here, the upper level pattern here, whenever you see dips like this, it tends to be cold. Maybe see ridging. It tends to be mild. So we're kind of in a transition period for Saturday. Still in the mild sector. It'll still be a nice mild day. But then this cold core will be sliding in during the day on Sunday. And fortunately, not a lot of moisture with it. But the cold air, the real cold air, staying bottled up in Canada for the time being. And a piece of it may come back down again for the middle of next week. Futurecast, though, looking good in the evening. And then later tonight, you can see some showers come in sometime between 6 o'clock, between 4 and 6 in the morning here before it slides on through. Don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder, particularly east of Marquette with this band here. You can see some pretty good enhancement there. But after that, looks like some sunshine breaks out and kind of makes for a tricky forecast for the afternoon. But it looks like enough clouds will come back in to keep any storms from getting too out of hand. But we will see some of those showers pop in later in the afternoon as the second wave of that moisture moves on by. After that, we're looking at maybe a couple of light snow showers on Sunday here. Nothing big time as the winds shift to the northwest. How are things looking for the next week and a half? Temperatures would be near average or slightly above average here. We got a little bit of kind of orange here east of Marquette for the Upper Peninsula over the next 6 to 10 days. While moisture looks a little more abundant, looks like rainfall and any snow that falls will be above normal during the next 6 to 10 days. So looking a little bit on the mild side and on the wet side as well. And for tonight, definitely mild. Many of you not dropping below 50 here. Some of those showers will be coming in later tonight. And then for the day Saturday, early morning showers move out, little sun, wind comes in for the afternoon, and maybe a rebound of some showers, particularly west of Marquette. Temperatures in the lower to mid 50s. After that, cold hit as we head on towards Sunday, but only a few flakes of snow. Looking good for St. Patrick's Day. Nice little rebound here. But another storm system just in time for spring on Thursday. Looks like it could be a bit on the snowy side.
Tom, thank you very much. And happy Spread Goodness Day, everyone. Kicking off today is the first ever gala to celebrate the holiday. Our own John Truitt is standing by at the Marquette Regional History Center, where it just started a few minutes ago. And we lost him for a second. There he is. Hey, John.
Hey, Kevin, it is going to be a wonderful evening. This is the first gala for Spread Goodness Day, and I hope everybody at home is making sure they're spreading goodness as well. And joining me now is Anna Draveland, who is the founder of a lot of this wonderfulness. Anyway, tell me what is Spread Goodness Day?
Well, Spread Goodness Day is exactly what it sounds like. We celebrate goodness on one day together, not because you shouldn't spread goodness every day, but to celebrate it and make this huge explosive energy together, like Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. So it's just a celebration of good and to show how much we can change the world in just one day. To like that empowering feeling of holy mount, like look what we can do in a day. So why not?
Of course, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Tell me about the gala tonight. What's going to go on this evening?
So this is our first annual Spread Goodness Gala. So it's been kind of our dream event, and it's all about spreading goodness. We're spreading goodness to the guests as they arrive. There's no auction, no raffle. Instead, we're giving those donated gift cards right to our guests at the door as surprises, with other little prizes and surprises through the night. So we're spreading goodness to our guests, and then we are supporting another nonprofit with a celebrity pie smash in the middle of the gala. So 6 Feet Over is the nonprofit we're supporting with the pie smash. And live bidding. We're going to live bid pies, and 100% of the money will go to that 6 Feet Over, and they support families who with surviving loss of a suicide, financially and otherwise.
Oh, that just sounds good works from Anna Draveland here at Spread Goodness Day at the gala. I'm sending it back to you, Kevin. You should come out a little later after the news.
Sounds like a plan, John. Thanks very much. And kicking off next week is NMU's United Conference. Coming up on Insights, we're joined by the Assistant Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion to tell us what to expect. That conversation's in 2 minutes.
Good morning with Dulcolax.
Good morning. Yeah.
Try Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes. Making your good morning even better with Dulcolax.
Search for a really strong glue that's clear.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Clear glue. Clear Gorilla Glue.
Of course. Gorilla Glue strength in a crystal clear formula for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
What happens when the world's best journalists come together?
This was an entire building. It will take years to rebuild.
We're from CBS News, American television.
You get the all-new CBS Evening News every weeknight.
Are you ready for some bird-tastic fun to celebrate National Puppy Day? WZMQ and Poets Pet Parlor invite you to submit a photo of your pups in our Show Us Your Pup photo contest. Then, on March 23rd, one random winner will win a $50 gift certificate for boarding and daycare at Poets Pet Parlor. Visit WZMQ19.com/pup to submit your photo and your chance to win today. Entries accepted now through National Puppy Day on March 23rd.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're going to have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
She's very frank.
You should never start anything you're not prepared to finish.
Compassionate.
I see a family that still loves each other, and I'm glad to see it.
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Coming up next Monday, the annual NMU United Conference kicks off. Joining us tonight to tell us what to expect is Dr. Sean Reese Butler, Assistant Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion. Dr. Butler, thanks so much for coming on.
Oh, my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again. And just tell us, break down, what is this conference all about?
This conference is about uniting neighbors in the experience of diversity. So we offer a wide variety of sessions that appeal to all sorts of people. And it's just a celebration of the difference that we all bring to the table.
Sure, yeah, and I know there's a number of speakers that are going to be showing up as well. What can you tell us about them?
Sure. So we have Leanne Simpson, author of As We Have Always Done. She's our Diversity Common Reader keynote speaker. We'll also have R.J. Smith, who will teach us about Bagataway, which is a traditional lacrosse and its revitalization. And we will have Dr. Lavelle Brown, who is a nationally known educator and superintendent out of New York, who has extremely successful pathways for K through 12 and them achieving success.
All right, excellent. So what can you tell us about the schedule of events happening?
Events start at noon on Monday with a lunch. All of the meals are free. We actually have lunch on Monday. That's free. Breakfast on Tuesday, networking breakfast, that's free. And another lunch on Tuesday too, that's free. You do need to register beforehand. So events go from noon on Monday to 5:30, and then from Tuesday from 9 to 5:30. And the schedule is available on NMU's website at NMU United Conference.
All right, excellent. And what do you think the whole message is from this conference?
Leading and advancing together, advancing for all human characteristics to have a voice that is heard at the table, and getting to understand and know what's important to them as they get to understand and know what's important to you, finding those commonalities and celebrating them, and seeing how we can move forward together in the work.
All right, excellent. And you kept mentioning this is free, all this is free, so everyone's invited. What else, for people interested in attending, what else should they know?
You should know that we have various tracks. So we have student-led panels. We have a number of panels on civic engagement. We have panels on movement, dancing lessons, a winter walk outside, fitness. We also have panels, because we are also hosting the opportunity within the classroom conference at the same time, that are directly geared towards K through 12 educators and people who are part of Gear Up. So to learn about the best strategies for student success in the classroom, pipelines from high school to college, etc.
All right, excellent. Looking forward to it, Dr. Butler, and thank you so much for coming on today to tell us about it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And this Monday, we're talking with organizers of the second annual Upper Poker Run taking place next week. We'll hear how to participate only on 19 News Insights. Mike Ludlam has your sports headlines when we come back. MSU advances in the Big Ten Championship Tournament, and the NMU's women's basketball team faces off against Hillsdale for the first postseason matchup. We'll be right back.
When everything's on the line, real heroes rise to the occasion. Or die trying. We're firefighters. We're gonna find a way to get you out of here.
We take the hits together.
We're on the same team.
I'm right here with you, no matter what.
I would never leave you hanging in the deep end.
This place is a way of giving you new family.
Fire Country is all new. CBS tonight, 9/8 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Here's a business looking for a customer. Here's a customer looking for a business. And that's where the Better Business Bureau comes in. The BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. That's why 80% of people choose BBB accredited businesses over non-accredited ones with the same A+ letter rating. Live happily, better after. Always look for the sign of a better business because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
The Window Store Home Improvement Center is your clear choice for quality products and expert installation. We have a thorough and seamless process, start to finish. From the moment you meet our friendly staff, you'll be amazed by their attention to detail. Our team of experienced professionals take pride in their work. And with our 2-year warranty on all installations, you'll have peace of mind knowing your investment is protected. Plus, we service the entire Upper Peninsula. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The NMU women's basketball team returns to postseason play as the 3rd seed in the Midwest region. The Wildcats met 6th seeded Hillsdale in the first-round game at Grand Valley State. We're going to go straight to the third quarter and NMU up 31-25. J.C. Weisbrod, the Sarah Newcomer for 3, part of a 9-2 run, 40-27 Wildcats. A possession or two later, C.J. Romero to J.C. Weisbrod, sure. And NMU's biggest lead at 43-27, Weisbrod had 12. And to the third, Mackenzie Holsworth gives Abby Fraser back to Holsworth. The give and go works, drive, foul, sure. She had 13, Wildcats had 46-34 after 3. To the fourth, Weisbrod inside to Nagani's Alyssa Hill. She had a double-double of 11 points and 10 rebounds, Northern up 10. That facial expression is because she missed a few layups earlier and wasn't very happy about it. Yes, it was getting hot under the collar late, though. Hillsdale will get a 3-pointer from Kendall McCormick, and the next thing you know, the lead is down to 3 at 56-53, just over a minute to go. The Wildcats made 3 free throws, but Hillsdale forced a jump ball. Then less than 10 seconds to go, Lauren McDonald banks home a triple. Chargers within 59-56. She had 16 points and 9 rebounds. Fortunately, Mackenzie Holsworth would step to the line and make 2 free throws. NMU holds on for the win, 61-56. Wildcats play again in the regional semifinal tomorrow against Ashland at 5 o'clock. Ashland eliminated Ferris State 62-50. Turning to the Big Ten, Oregon, Michigan State, first half. Jaden Akins with a loose ball and a transition dunk. He had 12. Spartans up 35-30. Still in the first half, it goes to double digits as Carson Cooper kind of contorts his body to get that hook shot to go. Capped off an 11-2 run, Spartans up 10 at the break. But here comes Oregon's second half. Keyshawn Bartholomew with the basket, and all of a sudden, the lead is down to 1. But things would get better as Frankie Fiddler would hit one for 3, and the Spartans were up back 10. Cohen Carr would get one of his usual dunks coming up here. Jace Richardson led the Spartans with 17. They win 74-64. Spartans against Illinois tomorrow. And at the half, Kingsford trails Romulus Summit by the score of, went in there, 30-16. Flivers down by 14. We'll be right back.
Actually, we're going to send it to me, Michael, because Lori isn't wasting any time preparing her garden. Let's check in with the Upper Goddess.
Hi, it's springtime, Dean.
Yes, it is.
I have been planting my seeds already, and last year I planted them at the end of March, and some of my plants were like this big when I put them in the garden, so I want my plants to be big when I get them in there. But look at what I've planted so far. Now this is a great example of not using a light. Now these are all hot pepper plants. Look at how gorgeous they are. But this little row came up like in 6 days by itself before we had this shelf ready with the lights. Look at how lanky these get if you don't keep them under the light, okay?
Yep.
This is like 72 hot pepper plants. You like spice, Dean?
Sure.
So do I. But look at these. These are my Romas. How cute are those? Now they've been under the light and they look really nice. And I got these from Burpee. What I like is you can lift them right out of here. I want to show you something though. This is my Brussels sprouts. But look at how little this plant is and look at the roots. See that? So I remember last year when I did my video, I was like, oh, give them a spray on top. And that's the worst thing you can do. I've learned as I've been doing this. My plants were falling over and I didn't know why. Well, you have to let the root want to go down and get water. If you don't, then you get root rot, it's called. And you want to have a real nice root base when you transplant these. But look at these, hey, do you know what I did? Like if I had peas that got big in my garden, I dried them. The same with beans. So I have a ton of my own seeds. And this is cherry seeds from a cherry tree, which I have this. This is cherry seeds in here. I don't know if they'll ever grow, but I don't know. It's super fun. And this rack was $170. You get the lights. It's really nice. So it's spring. Give it a try.
Start planting.
What do we say? Keep smiling, because I am.
Don't go away. Final look at weather after this.
Something draws us to Northern Michigan University, like a beacon, an experience. And so we head north. We immerse ourselves in the perfect environment to test our minds and try our hands. Guided by this community of scholars, mentors, and friends who show up for us in every way, we stay true. Because at NMU, where we are and who we are have always been one and the same, always north.
Welcome to Big Boy, where we know you by name. From our mouth-watering burgers to our affordable breakfast and dinner buffets, we've got you covered morning, noon, and night. Enjoy Big Boy's fantastic meals at home with our fast to-go curbside pickup. And for office parties or events, Big Boy is the area's go-to for the best catering service. So when you want clean, affordable, convenient, and delicious, you know the answer is Big Boy, where we know you by name.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
It's hilarious. Hidden camera. Hijinks. The world's longest running prank show. is back. Just for laughs, gas.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're going to have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
If you have evening plans, weather looks like it will cooperate, but later tonight and before daybreak on Saturday, here comes a round of some showers, perhaps even some rumbles of thunder, a little sunshine behind it, and then clouds come back in for the rest of the morning, and some showers will slide through, particularly west of Marquette during the afternoon hours. Then the wind shift to the northwest on Sunday, but the air is pretty dry, just limited lake effect flurries here and there. Highs for tomorrow getting into the lower 50s. Not too bad here. And then as we head towards Sunday, we drop back into the upper 20s. Kevin, back to you.